Today we're going to be reacting to the newest survivor that's called Archer. I haven't really watched anything related to her yet. I've seen some people hyping her up to be something insanely crazy and powerful. So of course my expectations are quite high, but we'll see how this goes. I already have a general idea of what her abilities are going to be. She's probably going to be a character that can shoot arrows, you know, that kind of is connected to her kit of being an archer, right? But we'll see just how bad or powerful she is. Let's begin. Okay. Wait. Let's. One of the things that I do when I watch these videos is I don't really go back until I've already watched it one entire way through. But I will pause just to kind of understand and read things. What does anachronist mean? I have never heard of this. Missing anachronist, new survivor archer. Anachronist. Anachronist? It must be an anachronist. I read that in the weirdest way possible. What's an anachronist? Something to do with time? Okay. Well, the fact that she's got some connection to some Viking things might suggest as well that she has some abilities that are not just archery based. Could be connected to time? I don't know. Okay. She looks very cool. She's a very cool looking survivor. I must say the default designs for the characters have gotten really good over the last couple of years. I don't like the plain ones that they used to do, but these ones really have cool characters, like character design, and I would actually just use them as they are, you know, without a skim. Okay. Yeah, she's got this arrow thing on her arm. Okay. Before we watch her thing, can I? Did that break it for everyone? This is going to be covering the screen a little bit. Whatever. Okay. External trait, keel bow. Wields a bow crafted from the keel of a sunken ship. That's a very small ship. I guess, well, maybe she crafted it from that. Holds to draw the bow and fire a powerful arrow in a specific direction. Okay, that makes sense. Drawing the bow reduces movement speed by 10%. Okay, so she gets slowed down. When the arrow hits the hunter, their actions are briefly interrupted and they are inflicted with laceration. Well, they definitely should be, yeah. And then they lay down and they bleed out, right? Right? And that's the end of the game. A regular hit deals 50 laceration damage, while a hit to the hunter's core deals 100 laceration damage. Whoa. What's a hunter's core? Like the center of their body? How does that work with like Soul Weaver? They've added, okay. If the bow is drawn for less than 1.2 seconds, laceration damage is reduced to 40%. So yeah, you can't just quick tap it. Okay. While drawing the bow, the shot will gradually lock on to any visible hunter. Okay, lock on. So there's no skill involved, right? Of course, that would be too difficult for survivors. Once locked on, the shot is guaranteed to hit. Okay, unless there's a wall, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it has the same kind of mechanics as something like... what's it called? Coordinator. Yeah, okay, laceration. So what happens when the hunter is lacerated? The hunter's movement speed directly affects the rate at which their laceration damage accumulates. The faster the hunter moves, the quicker the damage increases. But there's only one default movement speed for hunters. So it's like either stand still or don't. Remaining still causes the laceration damage to gradually decrease. When the laceration damage reaches 100, the hunter is stunned for 2.5 seconds. So you either stand still or you keep on going and risk the stun. Either way, it's a stun. Because if you stand still, then you're stunned. But well, you know, you're not stunned, but you are essentially stunned. So why would you lose the distance or the ability to hit someone in those 2.5 seconds? Okay, interesting. Let's continue. Okay. Oh, it stuns as well. Wait. Drawing the bow, actions are briefly, they are afflicted with laceration. Why did he get stunned there? Because it doesn't say that they'll get stunned. It just says that they'll get laceration. And then later here it shows that they have laceration. Okay. So it locks on. Yeah, it locks on regardless, so you just can't miss. What's the point of having the aiming thing then, really? Like, you will just lock on anyway. Yeah. Oh, there is a okay. There is a certain limit to it. Yeah, the fast. Oh, so if you have a movement speed ability, it changes it. Okay. Well, they've hard coded that. That's interesting. Okay, crossbow. She has a crossbow? Oh, I guess is that her arm piece? Okay. Carries a concealed crossbow. Tap to fire a bolt and immediately leap backward a short distance. Okay. If the bolt hits the hunter, their actions are briefly interrupted. Tap to fire a bolt immediately backward a short. Okay. And they suffer 60 laceration damage. So it's better than the bow? Because didn't the bow do 50? I can't remember how much the bow did. It was 40 or 50, and then if you have it max stack, was it 100? Or was that why he got stunned immediately? Okay, wait, I'll need to rewatch that later on. My brain has already forgotten. But 60 laceration damage, okay. For a quick little animation. Interesting. Okay. The archer embraces unpredictability and absurdity, resisting rigid ways of life and even seeking controlled chaos. Her detection range towards the hunter is reduced by 30%. 30%? Oof. So she does not get heartbeat until like last second. So she's going to be one of those survivors that gets terror shocked occasionally. Just like Prisoner also has this issue, but his is only reduced by like 10%, isn't it? 10 or 20%? It's not by 30%. So that's quite drastic. It does matter a little bit. When the hunter is outside this range, her movement speed decreases by 15% for 5 seconds. When the hunter is outside this range, the movement speed decreases by for 5 seconds. So if she starts moving for 5 seconds, she's okay. This effect can only activate every 20 seconds. Okay. That's an interesting debuff. It means that she can't try and... It gives her a debuff when she tries to escape early. Or when she's transitioning between ciphers. It's like a mini nerf. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, okay. So he'll come towards her. Yeah, she starts running. Okay. Oh, we're just going to see her abilities and like this. Okay, so it looks like if you do a full charge, it's a 100%. I just misremembered. But if you do a fast shot, it's either 40 or 50. Yeah, that was the crossbow. Yeah, so you can do a little combo then. You can do a 60-40, right? Or no. Yeah, 60-40. You can do a crossbow and then a uncharged tap. Because I believe it was 40 for the uncharged bow tap, and that's 100%. So you could just go... And that's 100%. That's a 2.5 second stun. How many arrows does she have? Probably not that many, right? She isn't carrying a quiver, so they have an argument to say that she doesn't have that many. I'm not that worried. Okay, she's not... Well, she's bad because, like, I can understand that people might be worried because she's going to be a really, really good harasser from a distance, right? She's like a... what's it called? She's very similar to, like, Batter or something, where you don't really need to get yourself in danger, or Cowboy, right? You don't need to put yourself in danger when you kind of rescue someone. But at the same time, I was expecting her to have a lot more to her kit. She's got a lot of kite abilities. She has a little bit of, her harass is pretty strong, but it doesn't have it's a 2.5 second stun and that's it. It's like, I guess she might be able to do it again. I don't know what, she probably has a cooldown, right? But she's not someone that I'm like, oh, she can then stun you and then remove your abilities and then use a jump ability to get far away from you and then stun you again. She's not like an enchantress. no, Enchantress is not a good example. She's not like Antiquarian, where it feels like there isn't anything that you can do, because she has 3 different ways of blocking you, and then you're like, you can't attack for like 6 seconds or 9 seconds or whatever it used to be. Okay, I'm gonna read chat now. I avoided reading chat so I wouldn't get any spoilers, but now I will read chat because I've seen everything now. All questions will be answered and more, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, she's coming to the test server today, tomorrow. I can't remember. We might test her out tomorrow in the stream if you guys want. I hope it isn't infinite. No, I can imagine she's not infinite. I mean, maybe she is, but it might have a long cooldown. Well, so hello, Husky. How are you doing? Her passive means that if a hunter is chasing her sometimes, letting her get away would help the hunter more than not. Kind of. Yeah. Will you be testing her yourself? I probably will be at some point, yeah. When is she being added? Is she already in the test server, or will she be? I've forgotten what day it was. I said it in the video. I just don't remember. Also, hello, Tears. You'll be maining her? She does seem pretty good, yeah. I wonder what her range is like. Does it have drop off? If you're like, because it said that you could like lock on to someone, but is there going to be a lock on distance? Are you able to shoot arrows without the lock on? If someone's across the map, can you shoot them? Isn't the slowdown just 5 seconds? Imagine you let her go and she just stuns you. Well, the stun is 2.5 seconds. I didn't really pay attention to how long it took to reduce the thing, but like, what I don't understand, and this is because I haven't really thought about it too much, right? This is the first time that I've ever seen this character, is it says you can either continue walking and get 2.5 seconds stun, or you can stand still and get rid of that. Those seem like the same to me. Except one is obviously better, because you have, within those, if you keep on walking, you have a chance of hitting them before you get the 2.5 second stun. If you stand still, you don't. Like, you do afterwards, but you could lose them in that period of time, no? Like, if standing still is much, much shorter, you know, like, you're going to get the 2.5 second stun anyway if you just stand still, because that's, you know, you don't get the stun, but you're essentially stunning yourself. Yeah, it could be similar to Cowboy's Lasso, yeah. I can't be ditching all my mains every time a new character interests me. Yeah, I understand. Okay, let's rewatch. And let's just... Okay, here we go. This is the thing that we were looking at. So a regular hit does 50 laceration. Drawing the bow reduces movement speed by 10%. So charging is a little bit risky for you because you get slowed down. A decent 10% is a lot, especially since survivors are slower by default than hunters, right? So you are putting yourself at risk by charging, meaning you do have to have a pretty big head start on them. And you know, however long it takes to charge, it seemed quite a long time. When the arrow hits the hunter, the actions are briefly. Oh, here we go. The actions are briefly interrupted. I missed that part. I read through it, but I just probably didn't register it. So they do get interrupted anyway. So they get a mini stun, probably similar to like an Enchantress 1 stun. I don't know, or an electric shock from Prisoner. When the hunter, and they are afflicted with laceration, a regular hit does 50 damage, while a hit to the hunter's core deals... Oh, so you can do 100% laceration if you hit their core. Now, that's something that I didn't really... I registered, I talked about it, but I didn't see it. Didn't pay attention to it in the actual gameplay. So that's the mini stun. Was that the mini stun? That's a really long stun. That must be the 100% laceration damage. Wait, why? What? Why is there like a circle thing around him for one of the pictures and not around the other one? Okay, so she's aiming. She fires too early. He gets 30. Why does it say 30? 30 is not an option. It's either 40. What does the? Why does he have 30? Maybe it's not 40 and it's 30, or maybe it's just this was recorded before they changed the numbers to 40. That's very weird. Okay, so if he stands still, it goes back down again. He just got 50, so that's the regular hit. Yeah. Oh, it goes down really quickly too. No, maybe not. Actually, wait, that took longer than maybe not. Oh, was that a core shot? So what was the difference between that one? What did the animation look like for her? Ah, so you get a little white circle in the middle. Okay. Like a little dot. And you get a red thing to show that you hit the core. That was a core shot. Okay. That's going to be... That's locked on. Is that a core shot now? Oh, that's... Oh, okay. So you can lock on. That means you're locked on, I'm assuming. I think that just means that you're going to do 50, right? And that means 100%. See, I thought the whole 100% laceration core damage was going to be a skill thing, but it's not. It's just how long you're charging. That's kind of sad. Why don't these survivors have more skill to them? I'm just maybe this is just a maybe this is just a small complaint as someone who's played this game for a long time. Why are they dumbing down survivors recently over the past few years? Is it just me? Guys, why are they dumbing down survivors for people? Why can't we have some skill technique to things? Like, I guess there is if you shoot from a very far distance, but the lock-on doesn't seem to be very skilled. It's technically a skill thing. Getting an early shot takes skill, but if Nightwatch had wind, he'd cancel her out easily. Yeah. I mean, you're moonwalking while trying to lock on. Well, yeah, okay. Well, isn't that the same as saying that holding a flashlight as thief is a skill thing? Like, there are some thieves who are very, very skilled. They know their distance and stuff like that. But there are also survivors that just hold the flashlight and run backwards, and you'll get a stun anyway. I've seen survivors that will just hold the flashlight and, like, in Chinatown, not Chinatown, Ever Sleeping Town, and they'll just run down the tracks, and there's like nothing you can do because some hunters just don't have anything there. You just have to like occasionally back up and then keep on going. They're still holding the flashlight, so you back up, you know. You can shoot around the core that makes it 30. No, it makes it 40. No, according to this this text, it says makes it 40. I think the video has a mistake somewhere. It's either 40 or 50. The lock-on does take a certain amount of time. How long is that? 1 second. Go back. So, I'm assuming that already means that if you let go, it will fire, right? So, that was already pretty quick. So getting the guaranteed hit on the hunter and getting at least 50 laceration damage is pretty quick. As long as you take more than 1.2 seconds, you give them 50 laceration, and then you just do a crossbow jump, and that means they're stunned. Because that's 60 plus 50, it's over 100. If you want to do the instant 2.5 second stun, you have to hold it for quite a lot longer. But shorter than having to do it's about the same or shorter than getting a flashlight, you know, in my opinion. That looks about the same or shorter. And it's instantly locked on. So yeah, that's another thing. It's like if the hunter manages to outskill you, let's just say outskill, and manages to use their ability or something to kind of dodge to the side, to kind of break lock on, it doesn't matter because you just have to point it back at them again and it's back to 100%. Like you don't have to build it up again. And I guess that makes sense because that will be very frustrating for a survivor, I guess, to have to reset it. But I was expecting at least for maybe at least 1 second where you had to reapply it, Interesting. So yeah, movement speed hunters are going to be affected by this, but like Breaking Wheel doesn't care. She has the jump as well. That jump seems similar, but maybe a little bit shorter than an acrobat jump. So that could probably be used quite efficiently just to make distance. Can you use that to jump a window? No. I don't think that's not a window jump, right, guys? That's a little too low. The damage thing drops very fast if you stay still. Yes, but in the end it ends up being the same, Empty Skies, no? Because if you stand still, it gets rid of the progress. But if you keep on walking, you get stunned anyway. Standing still and being stunned is the same thing, no? Apart from some hunters that have like ranged abilities. So in some situations, it's actually better to stand still if you are a hunter that has a lot of range. But if you're a hunter that just has a base hit attack ability, then standing still is worse. Because in the end, it just you're going to be standing still regardless. When will you send a test server? I'll test her sometime soon, don't you worry. Probably tomorrow, if she's out tomorrow. Gamekeeper main here, I don't know if that bothers me. Yeah, so what I'm saying, Empty Skies, is that how it works is if you get the build up, right? Let's say you're at 50 and you keep on walking. If you keep on walking, it will build up and you get stunned, right? But if you stand still, so you get stunned for 2.5 seconds. What is stun? It's basically standing still. So if you get hit by 50, you can either do that or you can stand still for 2.5 seconds. I'm assuming it's around 2.5 seconds. And it will just get rid of it anyway. So it's either you stand still with a stun or you get stunned and stand still, or you stand still. So I don't know. Yeah, I haven't got Time Egg to go and test her out properly. But I'll be testing it probably tomorrow. I have work to do. I have life. Things to do. You can still do your abilities, yeah. So for hunters for hunters that are just base hit hunters, like Ripper gets it up a little bit faster because he moves faster, right? For base hit hunters, it's better to just keep on walking because you have a chance within those, within the build up, you have a chance to actually hit them before you get the stun, right? But if you are a character such as Feaster, or Sculptor, or Gamekeeper, or something like that, then yeah, maybe standing still is better because you still have the ability to hit them anyway. Interesting though. But you do get an instant stun regardless if you just do the little flip and a quick tap. But is the ability always guaranteed to hit? 1 second. Even if you do the quick tap. Can I read the explanation one more time? While drawing the bow, the shot will gradually lock on to any visible hunters. So it does, yeah, so if you quick tap, you have to aim it. I think. Yeah, I'm assuming, but if you want to do the whole crossbow 60%, quick tap 40%, there's 100%. I guess if they're walking, they will definitely still get it. If they stand still, there's less chance of you getting the 60-40 combo, right? But well, if they do stand still, that's worse for them. Because even if it does reduce below, let's say it goes down to 39, and then it gets put up to 99, you stood still. You stood still, and then you're going to walk again, and you're going to get stunned. So it's just better to walk the majority of the time. She gets 3 arrows each reload. 2 reloads only. So she gets 3 arrows each reload? What do you mean reload? How many crossbows does she have? Woof. Hello, Margie Lesbian. Woof to you too. Does it count with the arrow? Yeah, that's my question as well, Adams. She has 6 arrows per game. That seems insane. Yeah, considering that... Wait, 2? Wait, Eggtoast says she gets 3 arrows each reload. 2 reloads only. What does that... What? She gets 2 arrows. So 2 2.5 second stuns. Two arrows is not that bad. It is like from a harassing standpoint. If she's going to be the person who's there balloon rescuing, that's quite impactful. But she then doesn't have anything else for the rest of the match. Only 2 arrows? How many crossbow shots? Yeah, something like that. Well, her debuff only works when she's outside of heartbeat radius, right? If she's in a chase, she's a normal survivor, right? 6 arrows in total. Oh, 6 arrows in total. Okay, now that's quite a lot. See, 2 was not enough, but 6 is too much. Can we have something in the middle? Can we not have 2 or 6? Can we have like 3 or 4? 3 or 4 feels right. Hey man, yeah, we're live. We're just about to finish the stream. Actually, we're just discussing the character. Hello. Yeah, it goes on cooldown when 3 are used. But that's strange because she can do an immediate stun for 100%. So that means she can do 6 2.5 second stuns? That's quite a lot. As long as she's like locked on, right? Like this is maximum. Imagine she's in the best situation possible. I just saw she has 3 arrows and 2 crossbows. Oh, okay. Now that makes more sense to me. Yeah, Penny saying 3 arrows and 2 crossbows, that's probably what I would have expected. Nerf already is crazy. Well, they've already made a mistake in the video, right? Because here in the video it says, when you see the gameplay, here, 1 second, do it again. Yeah, so do you see that number? That says 30. Here it says 40. So which one is correct? I don't know. Can she pop balloons? Well, she can't pop balloons, no, but she can balloon rescue, yes. Woke up not too long ago since it's morning for EU. Yeah, I understand, Mir. Basically, what this survivor can do, if you haven't watched it already, you might have already watched it, Mir, but she has a 2.5 second stun that happens if she hits a hunter with a bow and arrow. There's like a lock-on thing. It either gives 40, 50, or 100% of a progress bar, depending on how long she held it for and basically how long she held it for. If she holds it to the full maximum amount, it will do instant 2.5 seconds. But if it doesn't, if it does the 50 or the 40, because she does a faster fire, without locking on properly, like 100% lock on. It kind of gives them a meter, and if they move after being hit by this arrow, the meter keeps on going up. If they stand still, the meter goes down. So it's it's so weird. Yeah, they don't seem to know themselves, yeah. Okay, did we finally get a result as to which one, how many arrows she's got? Are we saying it's 3 and 2? Am I just going to walk away from this and go it's 3 and 2? 3 and 2 feels right. More than that feels, you know, 4 and 2 I might accept. This seems like pushing it a little bit, but 4 and 2 seems okay. If it's more than that, if it's 6, then I think the netties might need to think about this. I haven't played the character, so I'm not going to judge the characters being too strong. But 6 just something feels wrong if it's 6. Okay? She looks nice. I won't play her. I don't like her ability. Yeah, I understand. My complaint, and maybe I need some more thoughts on this, because people have made some good points. Kiting backwards does require skill. But one of my issues with this character is the same issue I've had with a lot of recent characters, is I'm not sure how much skill it requires. She feels like a non-skill based harasser. Like Knight does require some skill. You can just quick tap randomly and hope for the best, but I do think there is a little bit of mind gaming. Kind of. I don't know. I haven't played enough Knight to know if you can just spam stuff and just hope for the best and that works for you. But this character just has lock on. It's like there's no aiming involved. It's like Cowboy but easier. And compare that to, like, I know that a forward stun is much more valuable because you can get a really long stun with forward, but playing forward requires quite a decent amount of skill. Even using, like, what's his name, Postman requires more skill for a stun, doesn't he? Or am I wrong about this? Maybe when I play her, I'll be like, oh, this is really hard to do. But if it's like guaranteed lock on after 1.7 seconds, then is there really any skill involved with this character? Apart from the quick taps. But is there any point in using the quick taps? Unless you're doing the 60-40 thing, but even then you're not guaranteeing, well, you are still guaranteeing it. Can she balloon rescue? Yes, I think she can, yeah. Pretty sure she can. She's slower while aiming, yes, 10% slower. But the lock-on is pretty quick, Margie. Yeah, it locks on. I'm assuming it locks on after 1.12 seconds, or whatever it said here. 1.2 seconds. Because 1.2 seconds is 40% laceration damage. Anything over that is 50 or 100, right? So I'm assuming it takes 1.2 seconds to lock on. So if you fire it before then, and let's just see her animation thing again. Okay, so I'm assuming that left fire thing was not locked on. I'm assuming that was just her hitting with skill. Like, does that white symbol change? While drawing the bow, the shot will gradually lock on to any visible hunter. Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna fix my opinion there. I'm not sure if the lock-on actually is a short lock-on. Is the lock-on the thing with the really close white circle, that little thing? Or is that the 100% laceration thing? I can't tell. It's similar to Cowboy's lock-on. I don't know. Okay, I'll fix my opinion here because I'm unsure when the lock-on actually counts as a lock-on. I'm just very unclear on it. Yeah, but it says here like after it will gradually lock on. It doesn't say lock on to the core. Again, we'll have to see people play, and I'll test it out on Saturday as well.